Rolling. Action.
Hold on. Wait.
Okay.
Day 10. Food supplies were dangerously low. The survivors are getting delirious.
Man, come on.
Everybody's arguing about our current situation. I don't know how much longer we can last.
Horrible idea.
Even worse, cockroaches are everywhere. They're mere annoyances now, but who knows what they'll become later.
Maybe we can try to stay in here and
My name is Sue Corey, and I am on the board at Autism Social Connection. Well, we found that making films, it's a great venue for kids to sit down, brainstorm ideas, be creative, write a script, and then act out whatever they decide they'd like to act out. So without it actually being school, they're working on their writing skills, they're working on their social skills, they're being creative, and they're learning how to get along with other people.
Asperger's, it's a form of high-functioning autism to the point where sometimes you can't detect if a person has it, whereas other times you can. When it comes to speech, it's pretty much functional as far as that is concerned. When it comes to emotional, I'm a little more sensitive than other people are, so I may take an insensitive remark a little more heavily than others. I really like all the work that goes into it. I get to see how much the cinematographers or the cameramen really show off their skills as long as there's no shaky cam, because nobody runs like this. Plus, I can see if I also enjoy how much trouble the boom mic people have to go through to make sure they don't have their microphones get caught on camera. Because, let's face it, if they... Yeah, comedic opportunity.
The majority of the times when we come to ASC, it's to have fun. It's like we have autism, that's no lie, but we try not to reminisce on that fact. We just want to make short films, have a good time, and just learn how to follow directions and, you know, all that stuff.
That just because we have any kind of form of autism, that we still have really creative and great ideas. So, that we really want to express in that way. So, yeah. Yeah.
Our most famous is Revenge of the Donuts, where he's been the star out of all of them, and I've appeared as, well, in the last one. And another one we did was My Mustache, where all of us were in it.
Basically, we were supposed to, like, get mustaches, and somehow that signified us as being older people.
The movies we've made at ASC are mainly, like a spoof, comedy, stuff that a lot of us would understand and would be really easy to make because we kind of got a low budget.
This is where things get a little goofy. There's this one called Zymomics, which is basically a cheesy 80s alien movie. We basically, in most of the movies where it's serious, we really try to play to our emotional sides. But to this one, we just really made it seem as cheesy as possible. Even though I'm more of a intellectual type of person, I do still keep some time with my friends. And it's mainly a toss-up between relationships with my comrades and making sure my academics are impressive enough to please my mother.
Throughout all the places we've been in, whether it's been our old building in San Francisco, our old building in Daly City, or here. It seems that Garrett, Max, and I are the original stars. We know this stuff, and we want to help the rest of our friends to know more about it.
I really do think it's important to teach the people who don't even remotely understand what autism is, and therefore, when they come across people with autism, just basically are completely mean to them. That is extremely important to stop. So
we've both experienced that, and we're trying to make sure no one has to go through that again.
There have been plenty of people with autism who have came here and actually not only learned how to act better, but also just who've made a lot more friends and therefore became a lot more happy. So
and many of them are actually more severe than us. So to them, we're kind of helping them, and we're kind of being a friend to them when nobody else will.
My autism, I feel that has no benefits for me. If I didn't have it, I'd probably have millions of friends, because I wouldn't be. How I feel that it's impacted my life? Socially awkward, not knowing how to introduce myself and everything like that. Yeah. People have to introduce themselves to me for me to talk to them. I'm tempting, but no. Tempting, no. I came here because it sounded interesting, and my school doesn't have a film group, so. And I'm planning to suggest a movie, but I'm waiting till everything's done and over with.
It's my junior year, so I'm doing homework every weekend, and she's going out and having fun with her friends, and she wasn't doing that earlier this summer.
The autism that I had, I used to have the not talk at all. I kind of still have that, but I'm getting better. Well, so far I've died the most out of everybody. I'm the only one who's volunteered to die.
She's dying. Almost.
Lenore, I can't believe you're dying.
Well, it happens to none of us.
Yeah, I've done 2 death scenes so far.
how did she die like that?
Oh my God!
What? Oh!
Ugh.
She really is dead.
My favorite would be the recent funeral scene we did at this very place.
Well, I really wish that I got to know her better. She died right in front of me. I would trade anything.
I can't believe that I cried at my own funeral.
I think that she is a lot more confident. Sometimes she's annoyingly confident because she's really good at, coming up with ideas and portraying what she's supposed to be acting. So she'll come home and she'll be like, yeah, I'm good.
Then the teacher found out, and so ever since then Lilo's been trying to solve the equation and always felt guilt for
Is that what the zipper represents?
Secret?
Symbolism?
Not talk.
Symbolism. It's got a zipper on.
When she started the class, she made more friends, and now they're doing stuff together and they understand each other.
After a couple sessions, kids start to get along outside the center. That's kind of the sign that they are really making friends, not just acting like friends.
Even though we've switched directors and some of the actors have left and new ones have been added, I feel the main point and the main message that we get across in almost all of our videos remains the same. My autism, it makes me a little childlike in the way, but not childish. There's a difference between childlike and childish. If you're childlike, it mainly means you have the positive reinforcements of childhood. I mainly get excited over certain events. And I highly value imagination. I think video games, YouTube videos, and films, one thing all they have in common is it lets me understand a person's imagination or what's inside their head. Having autism means to me that you may differentiate from the social norm. However, I think of it as a Tim Burton film. It makes you feel that a person is an outcast and how he is very different than those around him. But really, in the end, you know that he's a well-meaning person who truly cares about his friends and the people around him.
We'll all pay for your parole.
Well, I bet to be on my way.
Take care of yourself.
I'll just tell you, there's something I know called a scapegoat.
We need to get rid of this boy.
That's a wrap.